South Carolina Signs Road Situations Practice Test.
Question 1. What should you do if you are blinded by oncoming headlights?
Watch the left edge of the road. Watch the right edge of the road. Switch your high beams on. Speed up to pass sooner.
Answer.
Watch the right edge of the road.
Question 2. In which of the following scenarios has the car lawfully parked?
A 25 feet from a crosswalk at an intersection. B. 25 feet from a railroad crossing. C. 25 feet from a stop sign. D. None of the above.
Answer.
A 25 feet from a crosswalk at an intersection.
Question 3. What does this sign mean?
Roundabout ahead. U-turns permitted here. Passing lane ahead. Dead end ahead.
Answer.
Roundabout ahead.
Question 4. Which of the following is true about right-of-way?
If you have right-of-way, you can always proceed. The law grants drivers right-of-way. You should take right-of-way whenever you can. You should always be prepared to give right-of-way.
Answer.
You should always be prepared to give right-of-way.
Question 5. When should you use your headlights?
From half an hour after sunset to half an hour before sunrise. Whenever visibility is difficult at 500 feet. Whenever you have to use your windshield wipers due to the weather. All of the above.
Answer.
All of the above.
Question 6. You are turning at an intersection and you cannot see any other vehicles around. Do you still need to signal?
Yes, you must signal for at least 100 feet before you turn. No, turn signals are optional in South Carolina. Yes, you must signal for at least 50 feet before you turn. No, you are only required to signal when other vehicles are present.
Answer.
Yes, you must signal for at least 100 feet before you turn.
Question 7. What does this sign mean?
Steep descent. Truck route. Emergency runaway truck ramp ahead. Trucks frequently enter from a steep side road here.
Answer.
Steep descent.
Question 8. In which of the following scenarios can you lawfully pass on the right?
When the vehicle ahead is preparing to turn left. When you are following a slow-moving vehicle and there is no other way to pass. During heavy traffic. All of the above.
Answer.
When the vehicle ahead is preparing to turn left.
Question 9. Can you turn left here?
No, these lights are out of order. Yes, but you must yield traffic and pedestrians in the intersection first. No, you must wait for the red signal to change. Yes, you can proceed immediately.
Answer.
Yes, but you must yield traffic and pedestrians in the intersection first.
Question 10. Which car is turning left correctly here?
Car A. Either car. Car B. Both cars.
Answer.
Car B.
Question 11. You are following another vehicle, but you may be a little too close. What is a safe following distance?
About 5 feet, far enough to see the car in front's brake signals. At least 2 seconds. At least 3 seconds. At least 20 feet.
Answer.
At least 3 seconds.
Question 12. You see this sign at an intersection. What does it mean?
If you turn here, you will enter a two-way road. You are permitted to turn left or right at a red signal here. There is a stop or yield sign at every entrance to the intersection. There is a stop sign at every entrance to the intersection.
Answer.
There is a stop sign at every entrance to the intersection.
Question 13. What should you do at a yellow signal?
Drive through if you can do so safely. Stop if you can do so safely. Drive through if you think you can cross before the signal turns red. Drive through after yielding to traffic.
Answer.
Stop if you can do so safely.
Question 14. You arrive at an intersection with this sign. What must you do here?
Slow down and yield to traffic. Only yield if you are turning. Queue behind any vehicles that are already in the intersection. Stop and yield to traffic.
Answer.
Slow down and yield to traffic.
Question 15. Can you turn left at a red signal?
No, you cannot turn left at a red signal in South Carolina. Only when you are turning between two one-way streets. Yes, unless prohibited by a sign. Only when you are turning onto a one-way street.
Answer.
Only when you are turning between two one-way streets.
Question 16. Who must wear a seatbelt or child restraint?
Just the driver. The driver and every passenger. The driver, all passengers under 14, and all passengers in the front seat. Just the driver and all passengers under 14.
Answer.
The driver and every passenger.
Question 17. Two cars arrive at a four-way stop at the same time. Which car has right of way?
The car at the busiest entrance to the intersection. There is no rule for this situation, so one car must let the other car through. Car B. Car A.
Answer.
Car B.
Question 18. This driver is using a hand signal. What is the driver planning to do?
Stop or slow down. Turn left. Turn right. This is not a valid hand signal.
Answer.
Stop or slow down.
Question 19. You see an octagonal sign at an intersection. What must you do here?
Proceed straight through when safe. There are no left or right turns allowed here. Stop and yield to traffic. Proceed with caution. Slow down and yield to traffic.
Answer.
Stop and yield to traffic.
Question 20. What does this sign mean?
There is a train station ahead. There is a railroad crossing ahead. There is a four-way intersection ahead. You are going the wrong way, turn around and go back.
Answer.
There is a railroad crossing ahead.
Question 21. You see a school bus stopped with red flashing signals on the opposite side of a four-lane road. What must you do?
Slow down to 15 miles per hour and proceed with caution. Stop before reaching the bus position. Come to a complete stop, yield if necessary, and then proceed. Proceed with caution.
Answer.
Proceed with caution.
Question 22. You have parked against the curb facing up a steep hill. Which way should you point your front wheels?
It does not matter. Away from the curb. Towards the curb. Straight.
Answer.
Away from the curb.
Question 23. A school bus with flashing red signals has stopped on the two-lane road ahead. What must you do?
Stop, but only if you are traveling in the same direction as the bus. Proceed with caution. Slow down to 15 miles per hour and proceed with caution. Stop before reaching the bus.
Answer.
Stop before reaching the bus.
Question 24. What does this sign mean?
The maximum speed limit is 50 miles per hour. The recommended speed limit is 50 miles per hour. The speed limit at night is 50 miles per hour. The minimum speed limit is 50 miles per hour.
Answer.
The maximum speed limit is 50 miles per hour.
Question 25. Three cars arrive at an intersection with yield signs. Who has right of way?
Corsa and C. Car C. Car A. Car B.
Answer.
Car B.
Question 26. You are turning right at a green light. A pedestrian is entering to cross. Who must yield?
You should sound your horn to warn the pedestrian. You must yield if that does not work. You must yield. You must yield, but only if the pedestrian is crossing at an illuminated walk sign. The pedestrian must yield.
Answer.
You must yield.
Question 27. Which of the following does not apply to South Carolina's roads?
You may exceed the speed limit by 10 miles per hour when you pass another car on a two-lane highway. You should normally drive in the right lane unless you are passing. You can get a speeding ticket for driving at the speed limit. If you cannot meet the road's minimum speed, find another route.
Answer.
You may exceed the speed limit by 10 miles per hour when you pass another car on a 2-lane highway.
Question 28. What does this sign mean?
Extra lane forming ahead. Traffic island ahead. No left turns ahead. Divided highway begins.
Answer.
Divided highway begins.
Question 29. Two cars arrive at a four-way stop at the same time. Which car has right of way?
Whichever car proceeds first. Car A. There is no rule for this situation. Car B.
Answer.
Car B.
Question 30. Can you turn right at a red signal?
Yes, but only after you stop and yield to all vehicles and pedestrians. Yes, you should have right of way here. Yes, but only after you yield to all vehicles and pedestrians. No, not in South Carolina.
Answer.
Yes, but only after you stop and yield to all vehicles and pedestrians.
Question 31. Which car is hidden in the truck's blind spot?
Car C. Car A. Corsa and C. Car B.
Answer.
Car B.
Question 32. You see an emergency vehicle by the side of the road ahead with its flashing lights engaged. What should you do?
You don't need to do anything, proceed as normal. Try to keep your distance from the emergency vehicle. Try to vacate the lane adjacent to the emergency vehicle, otherwise slow down. Slow down.
Answer.
Try to vacate the lane adjacent to the emergency vehicle, otherwise slow down.
Question 33. Two cars arrive at an intersection at the same time. Which of the following is true?
One driver should just take right of way. You must yield to oncoming vehicles when you turn left at an intersection. You have right of way if you are on the busier road. You must yield to all turning vehicles at an intersection.
Answer.
You must yield to oncoming vehicles when you turn left at an intersection.
Question 34. You see an ambulance approach with its flashing lights on. What must you do?
Maintain speed and direction. Changing lanes or stopping is unpredictable and dangerous. Pull over and stop for any ambulance that is approaching from behind. Pull over and stop for any ambulance. Slow down.
Answer.
Pull over and stop for any ambulance.
Question 35. What must you do before you enter a business district road from an alley?
Proceed as you would at an uncontrolled intersection. Stop and yield to all vehicles and pedestrians. Sound your horn to alert any pedestrians ahead and proceed with care. Yield to all vehicles and pedestrians.
Answer.
Stop and yield to all vehicles and pedestrians.
Question 36. You see this speed sign before a corner. What does it mean?
You must not exceed 35 miles per hour on this corner. The minimum speed here is 35 miles per hour. It is recommended that you do not exceed 35 miles per hour on this corner. This sign is just a guide to help drivers estimate how sharp the corner will be.
Answer.
You must not exceed 35 miles per hour on this corner.
Question 37. Which car is using this roundabout incorrectly?
Every car is using the roundabout correctly. Car A, Car B, Car C.
Answer.
Car C.
Question 38. What must you do at a flashing red signal?
Yield as you would at a yield sign. Yield to all traffic, unless you're on the busier roadway. Stop and yield as you would at a stop sign. Proceed through with caution.
Answer.
Stop and yield as you would at a stop sign.
Question 39. Which of the following actions are optional when changing lanes?
Using your turn signals. Looking over your shoulder. Checking your mirrors. None of the above.
Answer.
None of the above.
Question 40. What is the residential district speed limit for South Carolina?
30 miles per hour. 20 miles per hour. 15 miles per hour. 25 miles per hour.
Answer.
30 miles per hour.
Question 41. You are about to make a right turn at a red signal. A pedestrian enters the road ahead. What should you do?
Stop and let the pedestrian cross. Sound your horn to alert the pedestrian of your presence. Speed up to pass the pedestrian. Turn into the far lane and pass the pedestrian.
Answer.
Stop and let the pedestrian cross.
Question 42. 3 cars arrive at this four-way stop, one after another. In what order should these cars proceed?
Cars A, C, and then B. Cars B, C, and then A. Cars B, A, and then C. Cars C, B, and then A.
Answer.
Cars B, A, and then C.
Question 43. This sign is pentagonal. What sort of sign is this?
A work zone sign. A warning sign. A school sign. A no passing sign.
Answer.
A school sign.
Question 44. In which of the following scenarios has the car lawfully parked?
A 10 feet from a fire hydrant. B. On a bridge. C. On the sidewalk. D. 10 inches from the curb.
Answer.
D. 10 inches from the curb.
Question 45. What is the maximum rural speed limit unless otherwise signed?
65 miles per hour. 55 miles per hour. 40 miles per hour. 75 miles per hour.
Answer.
55 miles per hour.
Question 46. Can you turn left at a green signal?
Yes, immediately. No. Yes, but only if there is a permissive sign posted, "Yield to vehicles and pedestrians first." Yes, but only after yielding to vehicles and pedestrians.
Answer.
Yes, but only after yielding to vehicles and pedestrians.
Question 47. This driver is using a hand signal. What is the driver planning to do?
Turn left. Turn right. Stop or slow down. This is not a valid hand signal.
Answer.
Turn right.
Question 48. Two vehicles arrive at an intersection at the same time. Which one of the following is true?
The car on the right should yield to its left. The car on the busier road has right of way. The car on the left should yield to its right. One driver should proceed first and take right of way.
Answer.
The car on the left should yield to its right.
Question 49. When should you dim your high beams?
Whenever you are following a vehicle within 500 feet or approaching a vehicle within 200 feet. Whenever you are within 200 feet of any other car. Whenever you are following a vehicle within 200 feet or approaching a vehicle within 500 feet. Whenever you are within 500 feet of any other car.
Answer.
Whenever you are following a vehicle within 200 feet or approaching a vehicle within 500 feet.
Question 50. What must you do at a yellow flashing traffic signal?
Proceed straight through when safe. There are no left or right turns allowed here. Stop and yield as you would at a stop sign. Slow down and proceed with caution. Yield as you would at a yield sign.
Answer.
Slow down and proceed with caution. Thank you for watching the video and wish you will get your driver license soon.